Downtown between Brush Street and I-375. That's where we're located in the heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002. Today, our Thanksgiving coverage continues with a good one here between the Houston Texans and the Detroit Lions. It's been a tradition since the early days of the NFL, and we're off on Thanksgiving Day in Detroit. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Carry now for Kareem Hunt. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Jackson options out left. On 2nd down, right back to Hunt. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Now Jackson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Play action. It's Fields. He'll buy some time right. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Lions use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted, and now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. So take away the touchdown. The officials rule he did not get the football to break the play. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that makes the score 7-0. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And no return on this one. It's a fair catch, a signal for and taken.
The Texans gain over first and 10 at their own 25.
Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Slot man moves right. From the 30 on 2nd down, Jackson. His throw incomplete.
Well, Charles, this Thanksgiving tradition is so great. And going back essentially to the 1st century of the NFL. I know you probably have a lot of fond memories of Thanksgiving Day football yourself.
I certainly do, and I don't have the Turkey Bowl tradition. You know, the families that go out and play and then come in and sit down to their feast and watch football. I remember reading remember the Lions jumping on the Packers on Thanksgiving Day. The only loss the Packers had in 1962, and they sacked Bart Starr over 10 times in that game. And I remember Dave Williams from the Bears returning the overtime kickoff for a touchdown to win a game on Thanksgiving Day. I remember so many different things happening, but how much fun is it each and every year to know that you've got football on Thanksgiving Day?
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Jackson. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Anthony Barr able to record his 5th sack of the season. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes and throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
And he's out of bounds. Able to take this one up to the 35. That'll give him 8 that time. That brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. A dime look defensively for the Lions on 3rd. Now it's Jackson. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first.
A 5-yard pickup. It's now 4th down.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. So just shy of midfield. They tried it. Didn't work out. What did you think?
I thought that they should have punted the ball away. Should have gotten rid of it and played defense with better field position. Look, I'm as aggressive as anyone wanting to go for it on offense, but in this situation, it doesn't.
First half.
I don't know that there's any risk. I mean, what's the reward for your risk here? I would not have done that. My only explanation is this coach, he may want to be up here in the booth with us. We may have a 3-man booth starting next week if he keeps up with those decisions.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Fields now to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? you make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. Rosas' kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
Play action. It's Jackson. He'll go up top here for Hamler. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And the Texans are going to take possession here at their own 33. So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Second down and 5. Handoff right side to Pierce. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions 36. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. run for the first down with Hunt. And he gets it down to the 32. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. The slot man in motion right. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Evan Ingram from 17 yards out. And the Texans are back within a score. The extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Offense ready to kick off their next drive. They are riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much, don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 47. Here's a give up the middle. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The Lions at 7-3 now on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guarantee you it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
They find some open field here. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a 1st down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he takes this one in for the Lions touchdown. A great effort there. His his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Rosas now to add the PAT. It's good to make it 17-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Their catch made at the 25-yard line. The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, they are back to 500 on the year, got the win last weekend, and it's one that kept their playoff hopes alive.
And if you do have those hopes, 500 is not where you want to be at this point of the year. Now, we know they've battled through some rough patches this season, so it now comes down to how they're going to finish. Not out of it, can't afford any more missteps, though.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that will bring up second down. Now it's Jackson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Texans on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be third and forever. Jackson now. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. The Texans send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. That's taken it around the 40.
A good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return.
And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over first and 10. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Off play action, Fields.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
To throw is Fields.
Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up.
Fields throwing again.
He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Jameson Williams, 32 yards. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. But sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
They'll roll him out right. A throw for Galladay is going to be intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A play fake, now Fields to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 63 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football off a triple option, you've actually called that play.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Fields. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the 1st half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10.
He was brought down by David Long. A 9-yard gain on the play. It's now 4th down.
Here we go on 4th down. Fields. turn it over. So the defense asked to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Swings this out for Hunt. And he'll go out of bounds just shy of the 20. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a first down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Jackson on first down. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, it might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit after they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. Fields. Touchdown! Jamison Williams. In the final seconds of the first half. And the Lions are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Rosas good with the extra point. And the rout is on here in this first half. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. Well, indeed, trying to run it out as they start on the ground. And, boy, this defense, again, really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. So we're at halftime here in the annual Thanksgiving game in Detroit. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Fields throw taken in by Hockenson here. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Now a handoff running through the middle. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. One play action. Fields. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Bud Dupree off the edge and getting to the quarterback. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. So no problems moving the ball in the first half, but they'll likely come up empty here on drive 1 of quarter 3.
And it was so important for the defense to get that stop because what we witnessed in the first half was them getting run over. And they needed the confidence, and they needed to get off the field so they felt good going forward in this game.
Taken in at the 22. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Now Jackson on 1st down. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 15 yards there for number 15. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And he's tackled at the 38, but they doubled their yardage. The play started at the 19, and they gained 19. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's Jackson. He targets Ingram for another grab. Touchdown, Texans. Evan Ingram, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Doug Peterson says, let's go for 2 here. Jackson here is going to look to throw. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Fields flush to his right. This one caught. It's the tight end Hawkinson. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down. Inside 4 minutes to go. 3rd quarter.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Fields. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Play action. It's Fields. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
Sets up 4th down.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That is bombs away right there. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Play action. Now Jackson. And his throw is incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. They go play action with Jackson.
He's got the connection downfield to Hamler.
Then he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
And out of bounds right around the 20. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of holding him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Once you get into the red zone, spaces are a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
Well, we changed it.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson.
Getting the football to Davis on an out route.
And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson.
A throw left side, hauled in by Hamler.
Touchdown! K.J. Hamler, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Texans get a bit closer.
The catch and the touchdown, they were the end result of a terrific route run by the receiver.
Doug Peterson says, let's go for 2 here. They'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Now it's Fields off the bootleg. Throw over the middle, he finds Williams. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields out to his left. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And he's going to lose yardage here. As they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter play. Back now at Ford Field. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the 4th quarter. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Jackson. This pass complete to Galladay on the crossing route. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Throwing is Jackson. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy. And now it's 2nd down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. Who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
In motion comes the tight end left. From the gun, Jackson. And this one is incomplete.
When you're leading on the football, your radar has to be up for any potential
2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
On 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? Advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, well, they've got 95% chance of it.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And the Texans are right back in this football game.
Partner, I think this one won't arrive very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot, forcing the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that he can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jackson completes it to Evan Ingram. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. They'll send the tight end in motion left. Jackson on 1st down.
Swings this out for Hunt.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And Jackson throwing once more. Over the middle, complete. That's Davis.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 19-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson.
That's caught left side by Judy. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
But correct me if I'm wrong. You know, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Evan Ingram from 10 yards out.
And the Texans have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
Texans 28.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
On second down, they'll run it here. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Third and 2, Fields. And connecting here with DJ Shark. On the move past the 40. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, first and goal.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a first and goal.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up second and goal.
This is where coaches have to spend a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that can come back and get you.
Second down and goal. Fields. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Darrell Taylor coming in hard that time on the blitz, and he gets him down. It's a loss of 4. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got it third and goal now as they look for that final touchdown to salt this one away. They'll run here on third and goal. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Lions are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. So the Lion offense staying on the field as they're going to try for 2. Mayfield's going to hold on to it. And he is not going to get in there. He stopped short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. It sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find it. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
First down, they'll go to the ground attack. They'll get this down to the 38.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know you're trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And this one too low.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
On third down, they're going to run for it here. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A great play there. 38 yards. And the Lions have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. And that rushing touchdown, his fourth, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You'd have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made.
And my goodness, another interception. And the Lions come up with a late turnover that will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. But Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars, what's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Detroit, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move.